Top 10 Weirdest Habits of INFJs. Have you ever met someone who seems to live in their own universe, quietly observing, deeply feeling, and perhaps doing things that leave you scratching your head? Well, chances are, you've encountered an INFJ, the rarest and most mysterious personality type. And let me tell you, they have some pretty weird habits that even they can't always explain. But what makes these quirks so fascinating is that they reveal the beautiful complexity of who they are. Do you have any habits that others find strange, but they make perfect sense to you? Stick around, because today we're diving deep into the top 10 weirdest habits of INFJs, and trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see why these habits are not just quirks but windows into the INFJ soul. We'll explore why INFJs obsess over notebooks, the unique way of processing emotions, and even why they talk to themselves more than most. Whether you're an INFJ yourself or just trying to understand one, this video will shed light on their world in ways you've never imagined. 1. Staring into space. INFJs often appear disconnected when they're actually deeply engaged in their thoughts. Their introverted intuition, INFJ, constantly processes patterns, predictions, and deeper meanings. Imagine an INFJ at a cafe, sipping coffee while gazing out the window. To others, they might look absent-minded, but in reality, they're thinking about how that moment fits into a broader narrative or reflecting on a life decision. Their intuitive nature allows them to connect the dots in ways that can feel almost psychic to others. 2. Writing everything down. INFJs are natural note-takers, journaling their thoughts, emotions, or ideas as a way to create order out of chaos. However, the act of writing is often more important than rereading. An INFJ might have notebooks filled with profound insights, only to leave them on a shelf. It's not about revisiting, it's about release. Whether you're an INFJ or not, try journaling to declutter your mind. You might find clarity in the act itself. 3. Overanalyzing conversations long after they're over. INFJs tend to replay interactions, dissecting every word and gesture. This stems from their perfectionist tendencies and desire to understand social nuances. After a dinner party, an INFJ might lie awake wondering, did I come across as rude when I said that? This habit ties into their empathy. They're hyper-aware of how their words impact others. 4. Absorbing others' emotions. INFJs are highly attuned to the emotional states of others, often absorbing these feelings as their own. This can be overwhelming, especially in negative environments. Imagine an INFJ leaving a tense meeting at work, only to feel emotionally drained without knowing why. They've unconsciously taken on the stress of their colleagues. Practice grounding exercises, like deep breathing or visualizing a protective barrier around yourself, to shield against emotional overload. 5. Random crying episodes. Because INFJs often suppress their emotions to focus on others, they might experience sudden emotional outbursts when those feelings finally surface. Watching a heartwarming movie might trigger tears, not just because it's touching, but because it unlocks pent-up emotions. Crying is a healthy release. Allow yourself to feel without judgment. 6. Avoiding conflict at all costs. INFJs often prioritize harmony over their own needs, avoiding conflict even when it's necessary. An INFJ might agree to plans they don't want to attend just to keep the peace, only to feel resentful later. Standing up for yourself doesn't mean creating chaos. It means valuing your own peace as much as you value others. 7. Preferring one-on-one interactions over groups. INFJs thrive in meaningful, intimate conversations but often feel overwhelmed in large social settings. At a party, they're likely the person talking to one friend in the corner rather than mingling with the crowd. This stems from their need for depth over breadth in relationships. 8. Playing the chameleon in social settings. INFJs adapt to the energy of those around them, often blending in to avoid standing out. In a work meeting, they might downplay their opinions to align with the group, even if they don't agree. Embrace your true self. Authenticity is more powerful than fitting in. 9. Talking to themselves a lot. INFJs often verbalize their thoughts, which helps them process complex emotions or ideas. Picture an INFJ walking around their apartment, talking through a problem as if they're having a conversation with a friend. Self-talk is a powerful problem-solving tool and a hallmark of introspective thinkers. 10. Struggling to finish creative projects. INFJs are idea generators but often struggle with execution due to perfectionism or shifting interests. They might start a novel, write 3 chapters, and abandon it for a new idea. Progress is more important than perfection. Celebrate small wins to keep momentum. From their empathic superpowers to their love of solitude, INFJs truly embody a unique blend of quirks that make them both fascinating and mysterious. While these habits might seem weird to some, they're rooted in the INFJ's deep and introspective nature. To all the INFJs watching, remember, your quirks are your superpowers. Embrace them, learn from them, and let them guide you toward greater self-awareness. If you found this video insightful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share it with your fellow INFJs or anyone trying to understand them. What's your weirdest habit as an INFJ? Let us know in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else. Stay safe, and see you in the next one.